I'll tell you, if you don't know the pin for your Indian motorcycle, you really should. I rode my motorcycle to work today, and then when I was getting ready to leave work, I tried to start it, and it would start, you'd recognize, the key fob would start it, and then it would lose connection, and then when I tried to put it in gear, the horn started flashing, and then it would die. And I did that 3 or 4 times, and then finally I called a dealership here in Missouri, and they were about as helpful as a screen door on a submarine. And then I called another one in Oklahoma, and the first they told me, yeah, that we've got a key fob, but we can just send it to you, and you just put a battery in and it'll start the bike. And I said, well, that doesn't work. It just doesn't work out like that. I said, don't you have to program it? He said, no, just put a battery in it and it'll start. I said, well, if that was the case, then you could just use any key fob to start any Indian and still them. And he said, oh, I didn't think about that. Let me ask the service manager. So he goes and asks the service manager, and the service manager says, no, we have to program it, but we can't get anyone in to do that for a month. And so I'm like, a month? I'm not going to wait a month. So, and I asked them if they could give me the master pin to start my bike, and they said, no, we don't have any way of looking that up. Being Indian, this is where I'm going to go. Heritage Indian Motorcycle in Rogers. I called. They were extremely helpful. They knew what they were talking about. They were able to look up my VIN number, give me the pin. They said that they have a key fob, and if I get the bike down there, it'll take them 15 minutes to program it, and while I'm at it, they're going to do some factory recall stuff on my bike. I am a lot happier with that. I was extremely disappointed with the other 2 dealers, and actually I was kind of pissed. So they gave me the master pin. I was able to start my bike and get home, but the key fob was pretty much completely done, and so now until I get down there on Saturday, I've just got to keep using the pin to start it. So, well, it's Saturday, and I am on my way to go to Rogers and get this key situation figured out. I make sure I've got everything I need, so I got my wallet so I can get gas and pay for stuff. I have my raincoat in case. Got extra batteries for my cameras. I've got my GoPro. I have got a phone charger. I think that's everything, so I'm gonna put my helmet on and take off. Well, we're going slow again. At this rate, I keep encountering people that are going way slower than the speed limit, so I don't think I'm going to make it to at the time it says I'm going to. I used to actually be opposed to windshields, and this windshield's really nice. I can keep my visor open and get some air without getting blasted and without my eyes drying out, which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice having a windshield. I used to be anti-windshield, but now I'm not. The last time I made this trip, it was to go down to see the Pea Ridge National Cemetery or National War Memorial, and I was on my Vulcan S. And if you're interested in watching that, I'll go ahead and put a link. But that was the last time I made this trip. So far, this is a lot more comfortable trip, and yeah, it's a big difference riding a bagger versus a naked bike. It's crazy. I'm like 2,500 RPMs. If I was on the Vulcan, the RPM would be about 6,000. 6,000 would definitely be red line for this one. So, man, if I'm already going 70 at like 2,500 RPMs, I wonder how fast this thing will go. 2,500 RPMs. I mean, I'm not going to try because I go the speed limit. You know, another really nice thing about a windshield, going this fast on my Vulcan, I had to hang on for dear life because it felt like I was going to blow off the back of the bike. I can just like gently rest my hands on the handlebars and I don't feel even slightly like I'm going to blow off the back. Tell you what, I mean, I never thought I would be, but I'm a really big fan of fairings. I'm so glad I'm not still driving a bus. By the time I stopped driving a bus, I had driven a bus for a third of my life.
Can you feel it in the air? The clouds are rolling in. It's a matter of time. Dark skies and howling winds. The sun is come and gone. What stands will surely fall. Chaos is coming. Chaos is coming down. It's gonna rain. Won't wash away my sins. All things have a price. Some things you can't forgive. Board up every door. We won't outlast the storm. Chaos is coming. It's gonna rain.
Here we go, some organic, gluten-free, non-GMO boom sauce from free-range dinosaurs.
Yeah, I'm gonna check with Samantha.
So I am here at the Indian dealership, and like I say, they've been super helpful. They got my bike in there so they can get the key fob made, and you know, I told them what I had paid for it, and they're like, "Oh man, you got a smoking deal. You did all right, my friend." So, but at this point, I'm gonna go across the street and find something unhealthy to eat. There were no donuts, so I got chips and a tea, and I guess I'll stop and get something to eat on my way home or something. I would have no idea how to ride that. That confuses me. So I'm here at the Honda dealership down in Rogers, and I asked them if I could ride the Rebel 1100, and they said no. And I said, well, what about the dealer event? And they said, yeah, we're not participating in that. You have to get approved for a loan before we'll even let you ride it. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna pass. So right now I'm at the Pig Trail Harley Davidson. I decided I might as well hit all the dealerships while I'm here because, you know, I got the day off anyway, so might as well. I got distracted again, but this time at a distillery, but at least I'm bringing my wife home something, so she won't be too upset.